Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to study of Bhagavad Gita with Dr. Atul Chokshi, Dean of Institute of Spiritual Sciences.
Namaste everyone on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, and I'm glad that we have been doing these studies for last several years, and we intend to continue for a long, long time. Today we will continue with the 14th chapter. Last time we did the 14th chapter up to the verse number 20, and today is the last seven verses of the 14th chapter, named as Gunatraya Vibhag. So this section starts with the Arjuna's question. Arjuna is asking to Lord Krishna because the Lord Krishna praised the one with the achievement of being a gunatit. So on the 20th verse, the last verse that we did says there's a gunanitan atityatin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukhe vimukto amrutam asnute. So Lord says that gunanitan atityatin, these three gunas of which we are made and Prakriti is made and we interact, gunanitan atityatin, atitya means transcending, atityatin, dehi deha samudbhavan, and because of these gunas, we had to take this body and this birth. There's Janma Mrityu Jara Dukhe Vimukto Amrutam Asnute. God says once you get beyond this effect of gunas, you will be free of Janma, Mrityu, old age, and diseases. Means you, and Amrutam Asnute means you will be immortal, you will be blissful. Such an enticing situation. So so Arjuna asked Lord Krishna the question, and that's how our news this section starts. And he says, God, how do I identify such a man? So Kelinge tin gunanitan, that is the verse number 21st. Kelinge tin gunanitan atita bhavati prabho. Kim achar katham chetan tin gunanati vartate. He asks a beautiful question that, Lord, how do I identify such a person? Ke linge tin gunan etan atita bhavati prabho kim achar katham chetan trin gunan ati vartate. God, how can I recognize somebody? Ke linge means what are the signs? What is the identification that I have reached to this station? That ke linge, linga means a symbol, sign, symptom. It is a ke linge, like Empire State is the symbol of New York City, and Taj Mahal is symbol of India, and as Eiffel Tower is a symbol of Paris. Similarly, what is the symbol of a man who is Gunatit, the one who has transcended these three gunas? Ke linge trin gunan etan atita bhavati prabho. Kim achar, how does he behave? How does he conduct in life? Which is full of different happenings. It's Atitya Bhavati. Kim Achar Katham Chayetan Tin Gunanati Vartate. And how does he transcend these three gunas? So there are three questions that Arjuna asked to Lord Krishna. How do I identify a man who is a gunatit? Then how does he conduct? How does he live his life? How does he live his life? And the third one is how did he get to that status? How did he become Gunatit? So this is a beautiful question, and God gives answer to each one in the subsequent seven verses now. And God had explained at the beginning of this chapter that Arjuna, these things are only possible with knowledge. So 14th chapter starts, if you remember, we did 14th chapter. So 14th chapter starts with Parambhuya Pravakshami Gnananam Gnanamuttamam Yad Gnatva Munaya Sarve Param Siddhim Itagata. Remember first sloka? Param bhuya pravakshami. Arjuna, I'm going to tell you again. Param bhuya pravakshami gnananam gnanamuttamam. The best of the best knowledge. Gnananam. Yad gnatva, knowing which Munaya survey, all the great masters of the past, Munaya survey, Param Siddhi Mitagata, they attend to the highest Siddhi. Idam gnanam upasritya, second verse, idam gnanam upasritya, mama sadharmyam agataha, sarge apino bhujayante, pralayena vethanti cha. By these knowledge, by making the ladder of this knowledge, they came to me. The idam gnanam upasritya means taking the shelter of this gnana. Idam gnanam upasritya. Mama sadharmyam, they became like me. Mama sadharmyam, they attend to the qualities that I have. Mama sadharmyam. Sarge apino pujayante pralayena vethanti cha. And such a being is not disturbed by at the time of death and has no rebirth. Means that gnan which God has given in 14th chapter is extremely important. So now God says that with these knowledge, the seeker, the real serious seeker, they transcended gunas and attend to me. So that is he gives the answer indirectly. Then there's so this question, the three things we will find, and now he says the second verse, that 22nd verse, that prakasam cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dvesti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. We studied three gunas and how they manifest. Now God is just giving their manifestation here. Prakasam cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava. Means he says sattva rajas tama. Prakasam, which is the symbol of sattva, prakasam, very clear mind, very clear understanding, very clear. He sees the thing as they are. Prakasam cha pravrittim means action, which is a mark of rajas. So pravrittim, prakasam cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava, and confusion and delusion, which is the mark of tamas. So instead of saying sattva rajastama, God says prakasam cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dvesti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. Such a yogi is not upset with the presence of these gunas. Because you remember, these three gunas are very dynamic. They are like wrestlers. They are with us. We cannot get rid of them. They become predominant from time to time. And one of them is always predominant. So we have to deal with it. We have to live with it. It is a part of the nature. So Prakritim Purusham Cheva Vidhi Anadi Ubhavapi. They are Anadi, they are from the beginningless. It says, God says in 13th chapter that Purusha means Atman and Prakruti means creation. We are part of creation. This body is creation. This is not me. This is the part of the creation. So, so Purusham Prakrutim Chaiva Vidhi Anadi Ubhavapi. They are from the beginning of time. So you will have to deal with it. So God says that Prakasam cha pravrutim cha mohameva cha pandu. Na dvesti sampravruttani. He does not hate that these gunas are there. Na nivruttani kankshati, nor he wishes that these gunas should go away. So he has mastered how to deal with him. So he is not upset that the gunas he has to face these gunas, and they are circumstances. Gunas mean circumstances. Circumstances keep changing. Somebody comes angry and uses a bad language to me. This is a circumstance. So that is his tamas is manifesting on me. So that is everything is these gunas interacting with the other gunas. So the one who has transcended does not wish that these gunas should go away, nor he hates them. So he discards them. He ignores them. That is the way He deals with these gunas because these gunas will be there. We are made up of Prakriti. Outside world is made up of Prakriti. We are part of Prakriti. Our body is made from the food and water and Panch Mahabhuta. And so so that is a gross body and subtle body which is inside mind and intellect. That also part of Prakriti. Everything is Prakriti except Atman. So because it is Prakriti, it is dynamic. So it has to deal with the gunas. The gunas have gotten modifications, and that's why it became something became my mind, something became my intellect, something became my body. And similarly, the things became the gunas which we see outside. Everything is made up of three gunas. So outside is going to interact with me. So the man who is a gunatit does not care, no, that okay, these things will come and go like clouds come and go, and I'm an Atman. I'm a blissful, peaceful being. I have nothing to do with them. That is called udasin. Udasin means that the word will come. Udasin means unconcerned, who ignores these things. He doesn't care about this because of what? Because he has the knowledge. This is phony. This comes and goes. This is not me. This is not me. I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I'm not this intellect. I'm not these happenings. So he distances himself from the happenings. He distances from the world. It's like he's a technician working in a balcony with the projector and the movie is being projected. He doesn't care what kind of movie is running on the screen, whether it's a horror movie or a love story or nothing. Similarly, Gunatit doesn't care what is happening on his screen of his mind. He's unconcerned. What is he concerned? He's concerned about the real stuff. He's concerned about the Atman. He's concerned about the bliss. He's concerned about the peace. He's concerned about God. And he has now realized God. So he has gotten rid of these gunas. So he's called guna tit. Atit means transcended, the one who has transcended. So God's another name is gunatit. And when a human being with effort and knowledge puts it into practice, he becomes gunatit. So knowledge is the key. Ignorance is the cause of our suffering and all these miseries. So again, we go to Patanjali ji, Mahasi Patanjali. There's the avidya, asmita, raga, dvesh, abhinivesh, five things. We are in trouble because of this, and out of that, first number one, the mastermind is avidya. Avidya means not lack of knowledge. Avidya means wrong knowledge. And we are established in wrong knowledge. So we say, this is my body, I'm a handsome guy, I'm ugly guy, I'm intelligent guy, I'm a stupid guy. So that is avidya. And now God says, use vidya. So if you put the knowledge is the treatment of avidya. Wrong knowledge you replace by right knowledge. So that then only you will understand this. So we need a true knowledge which comes in scriptures, which comes through God, which is in the scriptures. No? So once we have this understanding, then we come out of our wrong knowledge in which we are established. Then you can become gunatit. Why do you want to become gunatit? It's because we want to be peaceful and blissful. Everyone, starting from a little child to an old man, wants to be happy and blissful and happy forever and blissful forever. That's the only requirement. So gunatit makes you happy forever. So prakasam cha pravrutim cha mohameva cha pandava na dvesti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. So once you understand these and implement these, you are a master. means you are Jivan Mukta in this life. So, so Shankaracharya ji beautifully describes the status of such a person in Bhagavad. He says, Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavihina, Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam, Nandati Nandati Nandati. Bhagavad. Yogaratova means whether he is meditating, Yogaratova. Bhogaratova, or he is doing a party with the friends. Yogaratova, Bhogaratova. Sangaratova means he is in a company of other people. Sangavihina means he is alone. Sangvi. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam, but whose mind is roaming in Brahman. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam. What happens to him? Nandati, Nandati, Nandati. He is rejoicing, he is the only one rejoicing. Nandati, Nandati, Nandati eva. Means he is the only one who is blissful and peaceful. Why? Because his mind is established in Brahman. Means he has transcended gunas. So gunatit becomes peaceful and blissful, which we all want to be. Nobody wants a transcend happiness. So 3 hours movie and happiness, and then again misery. No, no, we put up with that little pieces of sweets here and there, but that is not really what we are seeking for. We are seeking for a peaceful, blissful, permanent happiness. And that is when you transcend these gunas. So that is a so the gunatit man, the one who has understood this truth and knowledge, he's like a mirror. He is like a mirror. Anything comes in front of a mirror, mirror has nothing to do with it. Whether Elizabeth Taylor is doing a perfume and putting a makeup, or a regular lady is doing it, mirror is unaffected. Or nobody is using mirror, mirror is unaffected. Similarly, Gunatit man is not affected whether good things are happening in life or bad things are happening in life. He is not. He is unshakable. Another way to explain that he is like a little mountain, like a little hill. On the hill, there are trees, old trees, new trees, established trees, plants, grass, all these things. They move with the weather and they move with the wind, but the hill itself doesn't move. So the man Gunatit is established in God, established in truth, established in Atman. And he doesn't want to come out of that establishment because it is full of full of joy and bliss. He doesn't have to do a thing, but he's happy. He doesn't have to have a cup of coffee or a plate of ice cream to be happy, or see a movie to be happy. He's just happy. Why? Because that is the nature of Atman, because he's established in Atman. So that also comes in the beginning of Gita. Yastu Atmarati Yastu Atmaratirev Syat Atmatruptascha Manava Atmanevcha Santusta Tasya Karyana Vidyate. God says that. I think in third chapter. Yastu Atmaratirev. The one who is established in Atman and enjoying the bliss. Yastu Atmaratire. Syat Atmatruptascha Manava. He's contented with the Atma. Atmanevcha santusta. He is fully satiated. He has nothing hankering there. Tasya karyana vidyate. For him, there is no work to be done in the world. If he does it, and such great yogis, they do lot of work, but it is optional for them. For us, regular people, it is a must for us that we want happiness. For that, we need a financial energy. That's why we get up in the morning and we run, we educate, and we do the things. Because we did not have this knowledge. So once we have this knowledge, then one can become gunatit, or established in Atman. Then the next verse, God again explains, Udasin, how does he behave? उदासीनवत आसीन, उदासीनवत आसीन, गुणेरिय न विचल्यते, गुण वर्तन्ते इत्येव अवतिष्ठति न इंगते. Udasinvat asina means he's sitting, he's staying in Atman like unconcerned, just an observer, a witness, whatever term you want to use. As he is not involved in the play. He is not involved in the worldly thing. So udasina. Udasinavat means like an unconcerned person. Udasinavat means like. Udasinavat asina. He is sitting like an unconcerned person. Udasinavat asina. Guneriya vichallate. He doesn't get perturbed by gunas. Guneriya vichallate. Guna vartante itieva. He knows that gunas are acting. I have nothing to do. Guna vartante itieva. Autistati na ingate. He is sitting there and he does not flicker at all. Because he's a man of knowledge. Udasina vadasina guneriya na vichaldete. Guna vartante itieva. Autistati na ingate. So he has this peace and bliss he has found out, and now if he works, it is optional for him. He has not his own agenda that he has to do something. He doesn't have any selfish motive. So he has no personal motive, and he is established. He's established in the Atman. And he has understood that all this is happening. It is nobody is doing it. It is the interaction of gunas were interacting with other gunas. God explained that clearly in the third chapter. Prakrute kriyamanani gune karmani sarvasa. Ahankar vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. Everything, Arjuna, happens because of the laws of nature and gunas interacting with other gunas. Prakriti cha eva kriyamanani sarvasa. Ahankar vimudatma. The man who has an ego, he thinks that he is the doer. But the one who has understood this is called Tattvavid. Tattvavitu Mahabaho. Immediately God tells that the man with the ego thinks that he is the doer, he is running the show, which is not true. So he says immediately, Tattvavitu Mahabaho Gunakarma Vibhagayo Guna Gunesu Vartante Iti Matva Na Sajjate. Tattvavitu means the one who has understood the ultimate truth. Tattvavit. Tattvavitu Mahabaho Gunakarma Vibhagayo. Arjuna, he has understood all these gunas and their divisions and their modifications and interaction. Tattvavitu Mahabaho Guna Karma Vibhagayo. Guna Gunesu Vartante Iti Matvana Sajjate. He knows that this is interacting these gunas to gunas, and he does not get involved. Na Sajjate means he doesn't get involved, he doesn't join the train of these gunas and this mess. Who? The one who is Tattvavit. So God wants us to be Tattvavit. And that's why God says, Tasmad asakta satatam karya karma samacharan asakto acharan karma parma apnoti purusha. Therefore, Arjuna, you do the activities without attachment. Tasmat. Tasmat asakta, unattached. Tasmasakta asakta, without getting attached, you work. Asakta karmeshu means you don't get attached to gunas, and you continue to work. So that is another way to find out that such and such person or this one is gunatit. Now with the next verse, it says, Samma Dukkha Sukha Swastha, verse number 24. Samma Dukkha Sukha Swastha, Samma Lostasma Kanchana, Tulya Priya Priyodhira, Tulya Ninda Samastuti. 4, 5 things God says. Samma Dukkha Sukha Swastha, whether in happiness or adverse circumstances. Dukkha Sukha Swastha. Swastha means fine. Swastha. Swa means Atman. Tha means established. Because he is established in Atman, he is same in Sukha and Dukkha. Sama, Dukkha, Sukha, Swastha. Tha means Swa means Atman, Tha means established. Swastha, we say that is a swastha, means we use it for swasthya or good health or happiness. No, swastha. Sama dukkha sukha swastha. Sama lostasma kanchana, whether there is a piece of earth that or a stone or a gold, it is same for him. Sama dukkha sukha swastha, sama lostasma kanchana. Losta means piece of earth. Lostasma kanchana means the gold, a stone, piece of earth, they are same. Tulya priya priyodhira. Whether something likable happens or unlikable or hateful thing happen. Tulya priya apriya dhiro means with a likable, unlikable, the pleasing circumstance, unpleasing circumstances same. Tulya priya tulya priya apriya dhira. Tulya priya priyodi. Tulya ninda samastuti. Somebody praises him and or somebody criticizes him. It is same. That is Gunati. Sama dukha sukha swastha. Sama lostasma kanchana. Tulya priya priyo dhira. Tulya ninda samastuti. Means he cannot be disturbed. He is out of this world. That's why he's called Gunatit. That's why our beloved Dadaji used to say that never be happy when people puts a garland around you and gives you lot of honor and calls you on a stage and says, okay, you are such. Because the same people can put a garland of shoes to you. So they can hate you and these things are fleeting. Don't get involved with that. So Tulya Priya. And it is true. The same person gets lot of honor, some again goes out of favor or out of favor of the public or something happens bad. The same person who was worshipped is now looked upon ordinary or hated. So example, example, like Bill Gates, billionaire, gave billions of dollars, did a lot of good things. Something bad happened and he got a bad name and divorce and all those things. So the same, though he gave billions of dollars, did a lot of good, but something went wrong and the same person is not worthy of respect that he earned 10 years ago. So these things are fleeting. That's what God says. Samma dukkha sukha swastha samalostasmakan tulya priya priyodhira tulya ninda stamastuti. So to such a great yogi, it does not matter. Example, Gandhiji. Whether Gandhiji was in the ashram with the basic facilities or no facilities, with the 110-degree temperature, with a minimal thing, or whether he was in Birla house with luxurious multi-million dollar estate, it did not affect Gandhiji for a bit, and he did not waste his 1 minute not doing the thing for the nation. The luxuries of Birla House was not a distraction for Gandhiji that, okay, let me stay here 10 more days. It is very, very comforting. That's called Gunatit. Gunatit. So such people do exist, such people are there, and this is the status of their mind. So that is the status of the mind. And such people are are here only to do the good to the world. They only want to serve the world. Why? Because world belongs to God. So God, they have taken the voluntary assignment from God to serve the God. To serve the God means God doesn't need our service. What does he need? So he says, serve the world. That's why Bhagwan Raman Mercy says, Jagat Ishadhi Yukta Sevanam Astamurti Brodh Deva Pujanam. Jagat Ishadhi, the world who is pervaded by God. Jagat Ishadhi Yukta Sevanam, serving that Jagat. Astamurti Brodh, which is a manifestation of eightfold Prakriti. Astamurti Brodh Deva Pujanam. That is not going to the temple or going to some pilgrimage, but serving the creation, which is a eightfold form of God, is the real service. What is the eightfold form? Panch Mahabhuta. That is earth, ether, water, fire, and wind, and mind, intellect, and ego. So these eight is the combination by which God runs the show, and serving that Jagat is the highest service of God. So that is what these great masters have understood, and they come for that purpose, no? And they do that. So same thing Shankaracharya ji says in Vivek Chudamani, Santa Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Santa Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Vasantavat. Vasantavat Lokhita Charanta. They come like a spring which brings lot of goodness on the planet, the same way they come. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavana. They already crossed, means they have understood the world, and they are Gunatit now. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavana. Jana, as means they have already crossed this. Janana hetuna anyan pitaryant. And without a reason, they get involved in the lives of others and say, okay, buddy, this is the path, and get on that. That is Jivan. Santa Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Vasantavat. They come like a spring, which brings everything good. Vasantavit. Lokahita Charanta, for the benefit of others. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavana. They already crossed this sansara. And without any reason, without any personal agenda, they help others to cross. That is Gunatit. The next one, it says Man Apmaniyo Tulya. Tulya Mitra Aripaksayo. Sarvarambha Parityagi Gunatit sa uchyate. Man Apman Yotulya. For them, honor or dishonor, both are equal. Man Apman Yotulya. Tulya Mitra Aripaksayo. Whether friends or foes, they have the same feeling because they don't see the differences. No? Sarvarambha Parityagi means they have no undertakings. They don't have projects. Sarva Arambha means Sarva Arambha. Sarva Arambha Parityagi. Means if they do it, it is fine. If they don't do it, is fine. It is not that they have to open 3 Dunkin' Donuts and do it, earn money and have a big house. Nothing like that. So Sarva Ramba Parityagi. Gunatit Sauchate. Such a man is called Gunatit. Gunatit Sauchate. Now God says, Mam Chayo Abhicharene. Now he gives the direct path. Mam Chayo Abhicharene. Mam, to me. Mam Chayo Avyabhicharena means uncontaminated. Vyabhichar means contamination. Avyabhichar means uncontaminated. Mam chayo avyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. With the bhakti bhakti yogena, khali, simple bhakti is not enough. Bhakti yogena sevate. They serve me with bhakti. Uncontaminated. So, mam chayo abhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. That one is eligible for Brahman. Means like you are a PhD student, you are eligible for this because you wrote a thesis and you worked for so many years and you have done MSc, PhD now. So similarly, God says that such a gunatit Mam cha yo vicharena bhakti yogena sevate sa gunan sam atitye tan means he has crossed all the guna. Brahma bhuyai means he is eligible to become Brahman. Brahma bhuyai kalpate means eligibility. Kalpate. So that is why with what? With unalloyed, uncontaminated bhakti, pure devotion means ananya bhakti, means nobody else. Because he has nothing to do with it, so why would he contaminate? He doesn't want. He is just happy, he is rejoicing. This is a very special status, and those who go on this path, they get it. Now God says that Brahman, that is me. ब्रह्मणो ही प्रतिष्ठाम अमृतस्य व्यस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्य एकांतिकस्य च. I am that Brahman. I am that establishment of Brahman. Brahmano, he means definitely. Brahmano, he pratishtha means basis. Like Mother Earth is the basis for a tree. God is the basis for Brahman. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amrutasya immortality. Avyayasya cha means inexhaustible. Amritasya, avyayasya cha. Sasvatasya means eternal. Dharmasya means dharma. Sukhasya means bliss. Ekantikasya cha means absolute. Absolute happiness, absolute bliss. I am. I am the basis of everything, of Brahman. I am immortality. I am inexhaustible, non-decaying, eternal, of dharma. God stands for dharma, no? So dharma is another name of God, dharma. So dharma sansthapanartha sambhavami yuge yuge. Everybody knows that. I come here from time to time to establish dharma, to re-establish dharma, not to find out some new doctrines, but whatever the real doctrines are there already existing to re-establish their significance. I come from time to time, so that's a God. That's also dharma is another name. Bliss is another name. Anando brahmeviti vijanat. Bliss is God. When we feel blissful is God. Mother gets a baby and she feels very happy. That is because she is experiencing God. So that is dharma sukhasya ekantikasya, absolute this joy, absolute happiness, absolute existence. So so the one who is gunatit. So we saw the guna, and in this chapter we saw what is gunas, the characteristics of gunas, sattva, rajas, tama. Tama is the worst, rajas is the second best, and the sattva is the highest. But these are all three gunas, they bind us. So sattva binds us, rajas binds us, tamas binds us. Sattva is preferable, but still it's a binding. It is like a gold chain. You are bound by gold chain instead of of a steel chain. So, but it is a bondage. So you want to get rid of these three. So sattva, rajas, tama. So all these three gunas, how they manifest, how the creation is, what is the interaction, what we ought to do, what we really are, and how you can become gunatit, and what are the benefits of being gunatit. All this God has explained in this chapter. So we did these 27 verses over 3 weekends, three sessions. If you have any question, please ask, and then it will be clear. And if it settles in our heart and mind, we are done.
Project doesn't know what it is. So I think going back to the other example of movie, where you playing movie of fighting or any love story, but screen has nothing to do with it. So you
Yes,
become just a witness.
yes,
In other words, it becomes a witness only.
yes,
You are
yes,
not the doer or involved and bhokta to enjoyer
yes.
of it. You are just a witness.
Yes, so you have to see that whatever is happening in the world is just transient and it's fleeting, and it's as good as a movie. Or they give the example of clouds, that the sun is the real one, clouds come and cover the sun. Sun was always there. Similarly, Atman is there, but these happenings in our life is the changing, that is because of the gunas. That's why childhood we forgot, youth we forgot, and so we forgot everything. And so similarly, like an unmarried man becomes a married man. So unmarried man died and married man was born. Similarly, with the knowledge, Agnani died and Gnani is born. So
Mm.
with the knowledge, the Gnani is born now. So that you are established in this knowledge. And once you are established in this knowledge, nothing can suck you back into the world. No. For the real ones, you are established.
So basically, we need to overcome those five kleshas of life:
Yes.
avidya, asmita, rag, dvesh, and abhinivesh, and
Yes.
that will clarify our and purify our knowledge to a
Yes.
level where it would be eligible to be gunatit.
Yes. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, slowly. And God says, even if it's 5% knowledge, 10% knowledge, and it keeps increasing, and a time comes when the world you discard, and more you get attached to the bliss and peace of Atman, and you can dissociate Atman and Anatman, the real and unreal. Atman is real, everything else is unreal. Actually, this Prakriti is unreal. It's changing, it is fleeting. We can see that, no? The weather is changing, day and night is changing, our nature is changing, circumstance changing, precedents changing, everything changing. Nothing is same. The dollar value is changing. Nothing is fixed. So that is fleeting. So while the experiencer is the same.
Mm.
I was the same when the dollar was $7, 7 rupees, and I am the same when the dollar is 100 rupees. So those are fleeting things.
Yes.
So master says, discard it. It's useless. You're not going to take it. It is useless. You got entangled unnecessarily. And the another example they give it is like children playing with those marbles and those toys and other things. And at the age of 5 or 6, it is very important. And so that they play with the toys and play with the marble pebbles and other things, and they collect. Once they become 15, 18, 20, that those things are useless. Now they collect other things in the world with the gold and silver and other. And those things are also going to be useless, like the children's toys, they are useless. So that's why it says Samar Lostas Makans. Not that the yogi does not know the difference between gold and stone, but to him, it does not matter because both things are going to be here. So, what do I care and why would I waste time for that? Got it?
Yeah. Thank you.
So, that's how the Gnani becomes from Agnani. No?
So,
So, Manoj Bhai,
just I had one question. So, isn't this Gunatit person and considered as an enlightened soul?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because see, the clouds of gunas are gone, so he is shining like a sun.
Okay.
So
Okay.
gunati, that means he's has a very beautiful shloka. Gnanena tu tad agnanam, esam nasitam atman, tesam adityavata gnanam prakasayati tatpara. It comes. Granena tu tad agnanam. Your knowledge is at the moment covered, means our knowledge, no? Granena tu tad agnanam, esam nasitam atmana. Tesham adityavata gnanam, like a sun, adityavata, prakasayati tatpara. When the knowledge comes, that will shine like a bright sun. But why it is not perceptible or we cannot enjoy is because of our desires which has clouded. Kamesh, Krodesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavam, Mahasano, Mahapapam, Vidyenam Hivarinam. Arjuna, know these two things to be your eternal enemy. What? Kamesh, Krodesh, your desire. And we made friendship with desire. My desire, my ambition, my my business, my empire. Nobody's empire will lead us. So God says, stay away from that. These are called robbers on your spiritual journey.
So true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Very welcome. Malaji has any question?
Allah is
She's there. Oh yeah.
No, no, I listened to the whole thing. I was just little sorry preoccupied.
Yes.
Um, no, it totally makes sense.
Totally makes
Totally makes
sense.
sense. It's
Yes.
just
it's hard to achieve. That's
the
what
abhyas part is what we are little bit not able to keep up to. I think when we do that, then only we understand that we are supposed to witness, just think that this is just the journey of the soul. But when any small thing happens, we do shake. So
That is born of attachment. Because of the attachment, we get shaken up. If there is no attachment, we won't be shaken.
correct.
If
yeah,
there is a fourth house in your neighborhood and there is a fire, that you are not going to be shaken up because you are not attached. If there is a fire in your basement, you will be shaken up and shivering because there is attachment.
yeah.
So attachment is a. And the Dadaji used to give us an example that, oh, there was, are reading a newspaper and there is a train accident going from Baroda to Bombay. And then you find out, okay, no, our family is fine, nobody is going, no. And then you are not worried and then you take a cup of coffee. Why? But if it said that your brother-in-law was traveling in the same train, you will be, on the phone and trying to find out what happened because there was attachment. And here there is no attachment. That's
And
how
it's
the masters they explain to us. See, like Dadaji, Pandurang Sastri Athavale, Dada Vaswani, these Pramukh Swami, Gunatitanand, all these great masters, they are Gunatit. I mean, their name is Gunatit. So Gunatit, they say.
But doctor, it is so difficult to detach something, meaning I understand detaching from a material thing is lot easier than detaching from the relationship or from our own. And that is actually I I I, I find it very difficult to do, meaning as far as material is concerned, it is very easy to kind of let go, as you mentioned, like we traveled a long life, meaning you can just things don't matter essentially.
Yes, yes, but the fact is that you came alone, you are alone, you will go alone, alone to alone, all alone.
Right.
So,
that's a good one.
so,
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
That is
न
so true.
माता न जन्मा न that
Correct.
is yes. न बंधुर न मित्रम गुरुनेव शिष्य चिदानंद शिव.
Correct.
I mean, we all, even our brother and sister coming from the same parents, but still we are separate souls carrying our own journey. And this is like traveling in the train with the same passenger. It is whoever gets the station gets down, and he must disembark. So his station came, so he left. My station comes, so I will leave. So that is how the masters explained to us, no? And that is the ultimate truth. Whether we become sorrowful, lamenting, and all those things, but still it will happen, no?
Correct.
And God has made it in such a way that He has a beautiful arrangement that forgetfulness is so
Correct.
within
Gift.
10 days,
It
12
is.
days, 1 month, the pain and
Blessing.
the dissociation pain is gone, no?
So ultimately, we are individual travelers through this journey. We
Absolutely.
are not, we think that we are a family, we have kids and all that, but ultimately you are alone.
Correct.
Came alone, go alone.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is beautiful to understand this. It is
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
enchanting to know this. And once you know it, you get established in this. Slowly, slowly, uh, but for sure. God says that for sure you will feel this now. Do it.
Thank
And
you.
you help us. That is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. No, the Bhagavad
And
Gita,
best part.
Bhagavad Gita is helping us.
and
I
keep,
understand, but
Every question, every thought has a corresponding sloka. 700 plus other 200-300. I put it from here and there, so 1,000. So 1,000 words of wisdom of
mm,
God. If we carry, we are not alone. So
correct. Correct.
yeah,
But
and
for us, we are. It is because you are instrumental. Hence, we can basically, get this much. Otherwise, I don't think I have the acumen to learn all this yet.
yes,
yeah.
yeah, it takes time,
Next time.
tremendous time. And that's why God gave this assignment to me: share. No, so I share plenty. I
Oh,
look forward to sharing. I don't know who reads it and who listens it. I put it on Facebook also, so somebody someday will listen. So that's how I learned
Yeah.
from the other several saints. I learned from several YouTube videos. I learned. So somebody will find it useful sometime.
I
absolutely.
think it's a great treasure, and we are fortunate to have you to interpret for us this very intricate, and it's called Param Gnan, where there it says this is the
Yes,
true knowledge
this
to
is the
impart to
ultimate
us.
knowledge. This is spiritual knowledge is more than important than rocket science, and Gunatit is more valuable than a Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah, agree with you.
So there's the ultimate. So God says, okay, the Tasmat Yogir Bhava Arjuna. God said that.
Yeah.
तपस्वी भी हो अधिक होगी, कर्म भी से अधिक होगी, ज्ञानी भी हो अपमत होगी, तस्मात् योगिर भव अर्जुन. That's why he didn't say that we be a conqueror and
Be yogi.
and occupy the whole
Well,
Bharatvarsh. No? He says no. Be a yogi, Arjuna. Be a yogi. So
when you mention also about the bhakti, that also you mention, and more quote unquote you mention as a uncontaminated bhakti,
yes,
that gives you eligibility to become or knower of Brahman.
yes,
So that I think quote unquote uncontaminated is very important to me in a
yes,
way, because it mentioned in that other sloka too.
yes.
Ananya chintayanto ma ye jana janut
Yes.
parashu.
So Ananya Bhakti is uncontaminated Bhakti.
Hmm.
Ananya Bhakti means nobody else but God.
Okay. Right.
So pure 24 karat gold. That's it.
Hmm.
So
Right.
Ananya Bhakti. No? So that will immediately show you the path.
Hmm.
And God says knowledge
Hmm.
as well as rendering service. Both are important. Only bhakti is not important. As,
Hmm.
as bhakti and sevaya means associated with service.
Hmm.
So, so that's how it works.
I think there was one thing you also earlier mentioned about you can be knowledgeable with knowledge, but
Okay?
knowledge without viveka will not, without that, you cannot reach to the moksha.
Yeah.
Knowledge can make you knowledgeable, but knowledge has to be, have to have discriminating power along with it.
Yes.
That way you separate, truth from untruth.
Yes. 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 It's not only an intellectual exercise.
Mm.
It's a combination of vivek and vairagya. Vivek means right and wrong,
Mm.
separation, and that immediately brings vairagya. Means if it is phony, why
Respect.
do I want to waste my time? So vivek, 100% brings vairagya automatically.
Mm.
That this is a phony thing, it will last me for 15 days. Why would I struggle for it? I don't want to have it, We will discard it. So because you know what is good and bad. So that is Viveka. Viveka.
Thank you.
Good. Nitaji, any question?
I have a question.
Vasantaji, come on.
That
Nita,
lot of
I'm
times
glad.
we know this is right, this is wrong, and this and that and whatnot. But every time, once if something is going different, not even it is not hurting you or anything, but as soon as it will hurt your ego, you become really angry, or you have to become totally quiet, zip up your lips to
yeah.
avoid that circumstance.
Yes, so that is stage number one, that you have plenty of ego. So any little thing will hurt you. People with ego, we say she's so fussy, if she doesn't get a right dress, she will get upset. What is that? So that is ego. If you don't give her a front row seat, she will be upset. that I did not get a front row seat and I made $500 donation. That is ego. So you are way behind, if you have that kind of ego, means those kind of people. I am not telling anybody, but that means that it is you are in a primary school if you have that much of ego. So first you get rid of ego, and ego will go away only with service. Service will only happen when you see the oneness. You will serve your brother, you will serve your neighbor, but you won't serve the stranger because there is no oneness. No? So all those things happen one by one, and once it happens, then you will serve anybody and everybody because you think you see everybody is yours. So Harshad Bhai, any question? You are unmuted. So unmuted, no? You are on mute, Harshad Bhai.
Yes, very good. I enjoy really.
Yes,
Very good, actually.
I'm
Yes.
glad you are here. Yeah,
No, I really.
yes.
And everybody is a good Purnima, okay?
Yeah.
Guru Purnima.
Yeah.
Just peace, everybody. Nicely.
Yes. Very auspicious day. Nobody is a guru or a sister. We are
No,
all
we
all
all are
travelers,
learning. Yes.
travelers on the same thing. One is a
Same
senior
place, yeah.
student, one is a junior student. One
Yeah,
started yesterday, one started 10 years ago. That is the only
definitely, sure.
difference.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
This is the right place to just to listen. That's it, right, mostly. And whatever we can grasp, put in the action if possible, whatever is possible, actually. So that's
yes.
important. Mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it
The
is.
main difference comes when who has digested it well and who has superficially digested it.
The digestion is digestion, then it comes to
Digestion,
No,
yeah.
assimilation. There is no
Yeah.
superficial digestion or deep digestion.
And who's
Yeah.
implementing it
No,
also?
but I mean, I understand what you are trying to say, but that the difference is only in meditating on these truths.
Yeah.
That is Shravana, Manana, meditating, Nididhyasan, and Anyonya Prabodhitam means you share with others. Anyonya Prabodhitam means transferring this knowledge. God wants it to be spread, widespread. Otherwise, God says you are a very selfish guy. You understood. I gave you such a good. Asset, and you're selfish. No? So real guru, real man, tattvavit, they want to share.
Yeah.
So they are looking for listeners. No? God says that only those who are interested you talk. Otherwise, don't open your mouth. That also Bhagavad Gita says. I don't go to a party and say, okay, but they sometimes say, okay, why don't you say some Shloka?
Thank you, guys. Anybody has any other question before we end?
I don't have a question, but I have my opinion on detachment.
Yes.
Okay.
To become detached, what I find was you first have to become silent. And in that silence, you could do meditation, or you could question yourself, point questions to yourself, like, who am I? Why am I here?
Very nice.
And all of those questions. And then you drop the ego. You completely drop the ego. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But if you're detached, I find your life is so much more peaceful and joyful. So that was my opinion.
Yeah,
You're
no,
absolutely.
but you said that you are silent, but you are thinking. So you are not really silent. You are thinking. You are meditating. No?
I am meditating, yeah.
Right. So thinking is, so that is that's the right way to do it, and you're right, very right.
Another thing to ignoring the thing actually, okay? If it's not related to us, just ignore it actually.
Yes.
Don't keep it in the mind.
Yes.
Forget right away.
That's not that easy.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing is easy, definitely.
Yeah, but it is easy also. Don't get entangled in unnecessary things. As only the things of concern you try to limit
Yes.
yourself. So
Don't get attached.
otherwise it is called gossip or interfering with other
No.
people's, because nobody is seeking your opinion and you still want to give them opinion on phone or something. So that is not necessary.
That's where the generation gap comes in, because the younger people are not equipped with the understanding of the older generation.
No, it means as long as you are human being, these rules are applicable. As long as you are human being, whether you are from Middle East or Far East or Indian, but as long as you are human being, these things are applicable.
Normal.
And no matter what, whether it is this generation or 10 generation ago, they are different gadgets, but they will feel the same way. They will have to conduct the life. If they don't learn easily from elders or other scriptures, then
Right.
they will learn it very hard way, and they will pay dearly for that.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Thank
As
you.
long as you are human being, whatever we have discussed is applicable. It is beyond time, space, and everything else. No geographical boundaries. No.
That's true.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that note, I'll take only 1 minute extra for really behalf of all the devotees and participants in the Gita class. Atul bhai, we are very thankful to have you. You are, Vedavit, Tattvavit to me, and I think we are blessed that have you and showing us the true path in life through the Gita.
Yeah.
So thank you. And on this Guru Purnima, we give you Sashtang Dandavat Pranam to you.
No, I'm happy that you like it and you enjoy it, but I will just spread it, just
that is
forward it. If somebody says that's good,
it's a yagnic work you are doing, selfless act. So.
Yeah, that's it. It's like my assignment,
Yeah. No, but we look forward for it every Wednesday. So that's true. Yes. Thank you all. And with this, we will just recite the slok. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Bhai.